I love this training.
I think it was challenging, and it also improved my skills, not only as the English skills, but in general.
Yes, it was interesting. It's my first time to have a training abroad outside of Jerusalem. So it was interesting, new people from different countries, different languages, and also different games and activities and knowledge.
So I like it a lot. I love to meet new people, learning new stuff about other things, about how to find yourself better, and traveling.
I've done some activities that allow me to think of things from a new perspective.
Yes, it's really interesting. It's the first time for me to be a trainer. It's really good.
I think that this thing of making workshop is really useful for me because I would like to become a teacher.
Apart from to speak in English better than before.
Yes, I like it because I think it's so organized. The people, the participant is so nice.
I learned many tools to be a trainer again and do some workshops and stuff like this, I think. And also again the group life, collective life in intercultural context.
It's so motivating and inspiring for my life and do these things, meet new people. The problem with my language is so difficult for me, but it's so challenging.
I learned about actually how to be trainer and trying to improve myself to be able to explain basic stuff to a group of people and be able to speak in a way that everybody can understand.
We learn every day. We had a lot of information here to apply it in our life, in our social life, in our also with our friends.
I don't became different, but I think I became better.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered that actually I can be a trainer.
I know that I have the ability to do some things and make them work and lead a group, but I never put myself in that position. So this time I was put in there and I had to do it, and I learned that I can actually do it.
You don't think about what you learn, what you have changed in you, but it affects you after you leave.
I remember the first thing I said. The thing that I'm scared about is that I couldn't have a creativity. And then I realized, now it's the end of the project, that actually I should have more self-confidence.
To be honest, no, because I just now what I am. I know myself.
We had one activity about self-reflection, so yeah, it made me to think a little bit deeper about my not values, but about my life choices, about my what I want to do in future maybe.
So I fit in easily and I get adapted to the new situation that I get inside.
I discovered that I have to find better ways sometimes to express some things that I feel and that are more difficult to express because they go against someone's opinion. To manage the conflict.
I have some experience in volunteering, mostly in international work camps. I did it for the first time 3 years ago, and it completely changed my life. So after that, I took part in a lot of voluntary actions back in Greece, especially this year, in 2015 and 16, because of the immigration problem. I was volunteering in refugee camps.
Yes, I had previous experience in youth work and volunteering for almost 4 years. When I started my college, I started volunteering in many things. I also took a lot of trainings and gave a lot of trainings about problem solving, career guidance, and also communication.
In my university, we have a program where university students help high school students that are in risk of dropping out. So we try to be there for them, not like a teacher, but as someone who has been there and knows how the system works.
I started volunteering 3 years ago. in local things. Then I get the opportunity to do an ABS in Austria.
I am in civic service in Concordia. It's a French dispositif, French program for French people. We want to be volunteer in France or other country.
My volunteer is with young people, and in our organization, the organization work about the different topic about the social problem.
Working with kids, with poor kids. Sometimes some work with the bank of food.
I was like a teacher to the children in public schools. We used to go to these schools to teach the children to discover themselves better, what they really want, not what their parents want them to become.
I've been volunteering since 5 or 6 years in many different fields like theater leading, exchange, cultural exchange leading, stuff like this. And I'm volunteering since March in Concordia and the House of Europe, and I'm doing many stuff, and it totally changed my life, so that's really good. And now I know what I want to do in life.
I volunteered a lot in my life. Now as a youth worker, I train volunteers. I'm still volunteer in so many fields with women with cancer, with people who have cancer, with women with need, like in a hotline.
Doing volunteer, you can try to change, not to change, but try to make the others more rich. Not in money, but in feelings, in sensations, in the good work. Yes.
I think that in some way teach you to work in a softer way, to introduce you to the work environment, we can say, and also to be more flexible, to try to do more activities, to learn from activities that you didn't expect to do, but maybe you are good in something that you never tried, so it's good for this.
The most you get from volunteering is the part that you cannot really express because it's what you feel, and sometimes I say that volunteering is it's kind of selfish because it makes you feel so good in the end.
It could teach us skills, confidence, you feel very empowered, but also new information. Every time you go and volunteer and do a new job, you feel that you get new information and knowledge. So I think it's a combination of everything.
You're breaking the routine with this thing.
You gain all this energy and love from the people that you worked with, so it's not like completely selfless act because you get so much more.
Like social skills, language skills, management.
To be more creative.
Nowadays it looks so good in your curriculum if you have a volunteering experience. You're supposed to be a very dynamic person if you do volunteer.
Nowadays, all the offers or job offers that I look for in internet, they always they require like 2 or 5 years of experience. So it's kind of too difficult to get into a good job because they require experience. So how can I work if I didn't have any experience before?
I will describe the problem with one word. It's unemployment. The economical crisis that has made it a little bit impossible to find jobs anyway, but especially for young people, as they don't have the experience, it's a lot harder for them to ask for a job.
When I say it's very hard to find a job, I don't mean like a good job. I mean there's piles of curriculums for McDonald's, and when you finish university, you feel like you need to start working because it's how life works. But it's not so easy. And also the state doesn't give any kind of support to the young people. So it kind of leaves you in this position where you are forced to immigrate or to take any job that you can, or just a home and field user, or you can do EPS.
Our country, we as Palestinians face more difficulties than usual difficulties that face another youth. Maybe we have less opportunities. We have difficulty with the language because the official language maybe could be Hebrew, and we are, as Palestinians, our mother language is Arabic.
In Slovakia, actually, it's a huge unemployment rate of university-educated people, because I would say we have not very good education system. Like education, especially university education, is not connected to practice. Like they are not studying for a certain job; they are just studying for a title.
Like back home, we don't always have internship. We don't have internship, or volunteering is not very popular. So when we finish college, sometimes we are not ready in order to go and find a job. Sometimes we are very shy. We don't have the skills because sometimes in college they only teach us written things. I think volunteering and internships would help to reduce this kind of problem, because we will be ready to go and just find a job. It will be still hard, but at least better.
In my country, is so well known because there is a job for nobody. The young people want to travel or go to the other countries for search a job that finds something interesting.
The university teach you some subject. They don't teach you how to find a job. They don't let you know what the real life outside.
We have no vacancies, no jobs for everyone, because maybe because the occupation and the economic situation in Palestine.
Because even if you study for 5 or 9 years in university or something like this, it doesn't mean that you are going to have a job after. And most of the time when you are in interview with a boss or something like this, they ask you to have studies and to have experiences. So it's quite complicated to have the both when you are, I don't know, for example, 25 years old.
A lot of people didn't understand the concept of human investment. You have to invest in yourself. You have to learn language. You have to go to maybe concert, maybe workshops, maybe training courses to develop yourself. When you develop yourself, you rise your level. When you rise your level, a lot of companies will say that I need this to work with me. You work on your CV.
You really have to be different from the others, like different from the global, from the group.
Maybe flash mobs, maybe through social media, maybe through initiatives. Like we make initiatives in order to make the youth want to volunteer more. And also through programs, workshops. This would encourage the youth more to be part of the volunteering. And also the intercultural thing is very interesting. It would make people want to know more about these things.
I think we should make a big advertisement campaign on volunteering. Like maybe the poster we created, something like this. I think if people they can see it on the street, they can maybe think about it. Like it's not so common, and even in France we have this civil service. It's not so known, I think. So we have to find a way to expand this knowledge and tell people that it's possibility. So maybe with an advertisement campaign, also I think in school for young people in high school.
Everybody will see your volunteering like we did in this training course. Everything we do, I just posted on Facebook. That I think that will influence other people, and they will make them to think about what is volunteering, why we should volunteer.
Volunteer!